I'm Mary Trigg, and I'm the Executive Director of Princeton Pro Musica in Princeton, New Jersey. When I first started as the Executive Director 8 years ago, I think it was 8 years ago, everything was on paper. And we kept doing attendance by paper up until we joined with Chorus Connection. Attendance was a big one. It's very hard to track people because it was basically self-attendance, so people had to check in at the beginning of every rehearsal, and then if they didn't check in and they didn't let you know that they weren't going to be at rehearsal, then you had to follow up with them. Why weren't you at rehearsal? Are you okay? And we do have a rehearsal attendance policy, and people are pretty good about it, but it still was frustrating. And now I don't even have to do attendance at all, and I can see attendance, and the artistic director can see the attendance, and it just makes my life so much easier. I really wasn't looking for software, although I wished that there was. One of my prior board presidents had come to a Course America conference and was introduced to the product. She brought it to my attention, and about a year later, she brought it to my attention again, and at that time we were more than ready to switch, and we could afford it, and we signed on. The board was concerned about the cost, but when I pointed out the time-saving element of it, that they would also be able to have access to the calendar and to anything else that they needed, it wasn't a hard sell at all. There were several elements. The calendar, having the calendar before that, it was a Microsoft Word document that I would turn into a PDF, and I would email it out to everybody, and then I'd email it again because people would lose it, and then I'd email it again when it needed to be revised, and that got really old. As I mentioned, attendance. One of the features that I really love is being able to upload music samples so that, again, there's not the constant question of what's the best recording for listening to this? Where are the practice files? How come I can't can you email me the PDF of the music, et cetera, et cetera. So all of that is in one area, and it makes the singer responsible for him or herself. I'm only a part-time staff person, and there was a lot of time spent managing the chorus. I will no longer get the random email or phone call, how can I get a hold of so-and-so? When is our next concert? When is the dress rehearsal? When are we starting rehearsals after the Christmas break, et cetera, et cetera. Whenever my singers ask me questions, then my standard answer now is, look in Chorus Connection. I think the first one is that the singers now have to do more self-management. The second, and we're just starting this year, is using the payments system in Chorus Connection. I think the third, I'm just hearing more and more comments from singers that, boy, I really love Chorus Connection. Boy, that was a really smart move you made, getting into Chorus Connection. Well, I love the fact that every time I send an email or pick up the phone, I really am treated like family. It's like, Mary, how are you? And there's always an answer to my question. I love that my singers are getting more and more familiar with the product and also really enjoying it. I love that it takes a lot of weight off of my plate. It really does act as my chorus manager in many aspects. A lot of reasons to love Chorus Connection.